welcome to my Pilates Online this evening. Welcome to your beginner Pilates workout. My name is Sabrina, and I'm going to take you through your routine this evening. So please make sure you're settled and ready. You've got yourself a mat, you've got enough space, your mat is thick enough. If you need a cushion or extra help or padding or extra pull in your movements, please make sure you've got what you need around you to accommodate your movements for your stretches. For today's design program, I just wanted to go with a nice feel-good flow of movements, mixing a little bit of yoga and a little bit of Pilates today, just for the stretch and mobility purposes. All right, to really get those bodies nice and loose and just stretching in all the right places. Okay, getting that mobility happening through the spine. So by the end of this workout, I want you to feel rejuvenated, I want you to feel good, I want you to feel better than what you're doing right now. Well done for showing up, for making the time for yourself. Nobody else can do it but you. So let's get ready to begin, guys. Make sure you've got the water. Alrighty. So standing at the edge of your mat, just parallel your feet, open up the toes, equally pressing your way through your feet. Get a sense of your center of gravity, tucking your navel, lengthen your tailbone down to your heels, and stand up nice and tall. Lift your chest. So there's a little bit of activation in your upper spine. Open, nice wide collarbones. Lengthen your arms at your sides. Stretch in between your fingertips and feel yourself growing taller and taller and taller. Inhale, we're going to just use the breath to begin. I want you to take a wide breath through your nose, expanding laterally wide and full into your ribs. Let's go. Inhale. Draw that inhale up, squeeze all the way to the top, hold it at the crown. And then exhale, release. Again, inhale. From the top, all the way up, up, up. Hold that inhale. Try taking some more. Can you widen the ribs any more? Exhale. Standing nice and tall. One more. Inhale through the nose. Wider ribs, expanding into your arms. Hold it. And exhale. Good, 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 good. Just loosening those joints. All right. Let's take the arms back behind us into a big circle, lifting the chest. Breathe, inhale. Hold that inhale at the top. Feel yourself drawing your shoulders down your spine, creating nice long space between your earlobes and your shoulders. And then relax, you let go your arms at your side, nod your chin. But keeping space between your chin and your chest, hollow your chest. Soften your knees, beginning your first roll down. Head, neck, shoulders, everything just drops. One vertebra falling off of the next. Breathe in and out and see if you can drop your ribs a little bit lower onto your thighs. Softening your knees so that your back really feels that full stretch. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, draw your navel in, lift into your lower spine. Keep letting the head, neck, and shoulders go. Lengthen your tailbone down to your heels and restack each vertebra with some space in between, and then lift up, standing tall again. Inhale, circle the arms back. Wide lateral ribs. Lift the chest, draw the shoulders down. Hold that inhale breath. Hold it there. And just let the energy build on that inhale. Hold it. Exhale, release of your chin, hollow your chest, soften your knees, roll down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, exhale, drop lower, getting your ribs onto your thighs. Keeping your spine nice and low, separately lifting your tailbone up to the ceiling, getting a beautiful stretch in the hamstrings, but not because you're lifting up your back to accommodate those hamstrings. Stretch the hamstrings where you can feel you're still disconnecting, letting go of your spine. Inhale wide, full breath into ribs. Exhale, draw your navel in, lift into your lower back. Mid back, lengthening your tailbone down to your heels. Restack the spine, lift into your chest, activate your upper spine, stretch through your arms and your fingers. One more here, inhale. Arms back, chest lifts. Wide and full, hold the arms up, draw your shoulders down, creating a nice long neck. Hold it there, lift up nice and tall, expand the ribs even wider if you can. Exhale, release the arms, knob the chin, chest. Steady, keeping your weight centered through your feet. Inhale, exhale. You can drop those ribs a little bit lower onto your thighs. Stretch the back of the legs and gentle bend, release. Keep your spine where it is. Exhale, stretch into the back of the legs and gentle knee bend. Stretch by lifting the tailbone up, not by having to lift your spine. Exhale, stretch, inhale, bend. We do 3 more. One more, stretch. Loosen those knees and roll up. Through the spine, all the way. A little bit different, taking it a step further. Open those collarbones, reaching through your fingertips. Inhale, circle the arms back. Lifting the chest, wide ribs, really focus on your breath. Hold that inhale, deepen it, deepen it, deepen it. Exhale. Rolling it down. This time your hands are going to meet the floor and walk 3 steps forward into your upside down V position. Push away from the hands, and rather than your elbows flying up, I want you to wrap your elbows in and down. Think of the space between your shoulder blades as you try and tuck your wing bones under your armpits. Very important. If you're really tight here, bend your knees. It's really going to help you get that flat back. We need that imaginary marble to roll along your spine with a nice flat back. So put that tailbone up. Don't let your head dangle here. I want your ears alongside your arms. And if you're in your flat back position, holding that flat back, separately try and stretch out the back of the legs. Really focus on lifting that tailbone up to the ceiling. Good, just holding that V stretch, just being able to solidly hold this position. Open your fingertips up, equally distributing your weight through your hands, through your wrists. I want all of your fingertips pressing into the mat, connecting. Good, bend those knees a little bit more, lift that tailbone a little bit higher, sticking the bum out. Good, from here, we're going to straighten one leg and bend the other knee, just going into a little bit more isolated, intensified stretch into the back of the knees, back of the thighs, hamstrings. Maybe you're feeling this in the lower legs. Just gentle pedal push, one at a time. Good, loosening it up, loosening it up. All right. Hold and anchor both those heels down. Bend your knees, releasing them onto your mat. Flatten your feet here. Your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Your hips are directly over your knees. So you're creating a lovely square box position. without swaying forwards or backwards. You want to keep the joint on top of the joint, joint on top of the joint. Separate to that stability of the placements that you put in your joints, I want you to create movement through your spine. The deeper you can connect into deeper muscles, the more mobility you're going to get through your spine. So I really want you to concentrate on what you're doing here. Take it slow. Feel the movement rather than just doing what I'm saying. So align your nice flat spine. Remember, the neck is an extension of the spine, so you're not dropping and hanging the head. Holding your head up, you stabilize the neck along with the rest of the line of the spine. Pull your ribs and tummy in slightly so you're not hanging and collapsing into those shoulders. You're pressing and holding nice and stable. A little bit of press of chest away from the mat. From here, we're going to start with that tailbone. You're going to draw your belly in. Your deepest abdominals as you tuck your tailbone. You start rounding into your lower back and then rolling up through to your mid-back. All the way up to your upper, and then release your head down, creating this lovely round arc shape. Pulling your navel up to touch the front of your spine, spreading your shoulder blades apart. And then reversing this round spine into an extension. So we're going to reverse the curve by flicking the tailbone up, rolling through that lower back, through that mid back, through that upper back. Until we're looking at the top of our mat, drawing our shoulder blades down, creating a nice long line through the spine, no wrinkles in the neck. Feeling that upper back activation. The fingertips are nice and wide here. Take it slow again. Isolate the movement to create as much mobility as possible. Tailbone starts. Tuck. Draw in deep, 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 deep. Then to lower. Then to mid. Then to upper. Then to head. Pull the belly. And then we reverse that curve. Tailbone, lower, mid, upper, chest wide, neck nice and long, stretch. One more time, exhale, scoop and tuck from that tailbone. Mid, upper, release head, neck and shoulders. And tailbone, flex up, extension. Lower, mid, upper, lengthen and extend. It's so easy to just move through this exercise and feel nothing. It's a beautiful exercise, a lovely exercise. Neutral that spine and release it. Good. Tucking your toes. You're gonna hover those knees up. Push back into your upside down V. Adjust yourself, and in that position, just hold there. Remember to draw and wrap your elbows down and round to the mat. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Let those shoulder blades and wing bones tuck under the armpits. Try really flatten that back. Stretching the back of the legs. And then very slowly and gently walk your hands back to your feet. Release head, neck and shoulders. Draw your belly in and roll up slowly. One vertebra at a time. Lift your chest, lift your upper spine, stretch through your fingertips. Hold it here. Inhale, sweep the arms back, lift the chest, open up wide and full. As your arms and hands join overhead, lift your chest a bit higher. Dropping your hands behind your head. See if your Thumbs can touch the crown of your head and you can lift your chest up a bit more. And then release it, not the chin, let the arms go, roll down. Letting the spine go, relax it one vertebra at a time. Stay just as you are, don't stretch the legs any further, keep them still. Only inhale, lift your chest up off of your thighs, onto your two fingers. I want you to make the peace signs. Peace signs, index finger and middle finger. Lift your chest up. You need to go a little bit higher, hands on your shins. You can roll the hands up the shins, pull your shoulder blades back. Get some real upper back work there. You want a nice flat back. You want to lift your shoulders as high as it's nice and level with your hips, okay? Not there. Teacup can't balance on this spine. Teacup needs to balance on this spine. Pull and retract those shoulder blades. Get that little bit of extra activation. Hold that flat back. No wrinkles in the neck. You're not lifting your chin. You're lengthening it. And then exhale, drop down, melt onto your thighs. This time you're going to drop your hips, lift up and sit on that imaginary chair. Arms in front of you. Again, shoulders down. Sitting on this imaginary chair, try to lift your chest up. I don't want you to round your back. I want you to stick your bum out. Okay? Hands on your knees if you need to. Pull your shoulders back. A little bit more challenging, let your legs go. Make sure you're not sitting with all your weight forward in your toes. Bring your weight back into your heels. Hold it here. Take your arms behind you. Grab your fingers. Stretch your elbows. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt down onto your legs. Release head, neck, shoulders. Inhale, pause, exhale, scoop in your belly, roll up and restack your spine, lengthening your tailbone down to your heels. Lift up, open your chest, reach through your arms, through your fingers, and again, inhale. Big circle, lift that, hold it up. Hands join overhead, bend those elbows, land your thumbs at your crown. Inhale, lift your chest up. Look to the ceiling, lifting your chest, not your chin. Exhale, release, nod, round and roll down. Inhale, just lift halfway up into a flat back onto your peace signs or up onto the shins. Pull your shoulders back. Exhale, release and melt down into round spine. Inhale, sit back, lift your arms up onto that imaginary chair, relax your shoulders, watch your knees are stable. Sit there nice and strong, flat back, use your upper back, lift your chest. Try drawing your hands together in the prayer position, placing your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Twist and look up to your right elbow. Keep your knees steady. Don't let them move. Into center join. Twist, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Twist the spine, pressing the elbow into the knee. Look up the left elbow. Center it and just hold it there 5 more seconds. And exhale, melt down onto your thighs. Lift the tailbone up. Inhale, pause. Exhale, tighten your belly. Roll up slowly. Restack the spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Up, nice and tall. Good. Just roll those shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Keeping the body and the spine nice and still. I don't want you to move your spine. Just isolate your shoulders. So your hands are steady at your side. And sometimes you end up moving your hands. And I want you to isolate shoulders. Forward and back. Hands are still at your side. Shoulders forward and back. Make sure you're not lifting them up to the ears. They stay down. Forward, back. But hands Stay in one place. 10, 9, not the spine. 8, as far forward, as far back as you can. Long neckline, stand up tall. Forward and backwards. Isolating shoulder movement. 3, 2, 1. And just circle it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lift your left arm up. Inhale, side bend. Other hand slides down the leg. And lift up. Inhale, exhale. And lift it up. Good stuff. Alrighty. Now I want you to stand to the top of your mat. Okay. Actually, no, for the next one. So standing in position. Tucking that pelvis. Inhale, reach those arms up nice and wide. To the ceiling, lift that chest up. Exhale, release, roll down. Walk forward into a plank position, hold your body weight. If this is too much, we'll drop onto the knees or onto one knee. Hold your body weight for 10, 9, 8. Open your fingertips, tuck in your belly, lower your hips and lift your chest up so you're in that flat plank line. You don't want to be up here, you don't want to be hanging down here. Pull in your abdominal support. 3, 2, very slowly lower the body down as slow as you can. 1 unit, the body lands, flatten your feet. Lowering your elbows, pull your shoulders back. Inhale, lift up your chest. Using your mid and upper back to lift you up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, lift up, sitting a bit higher this time. Light on your hands. Listen to your spine as far as feels good. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Push up and back into rest position. Deep breath in. Exhale, roll up onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes and push up. Hold that plank position. Into upside down V. Walk your hands to your feet. Release the floor, soften your knees, let your neck go. Inhale, exhale, breath rolls you up, tuck and roll. To the top, roll the way. Lift up tall, open your fingertips, inhale, circle, big breath. Bend those elbows, lift the chest a bit more, stretch the front line of the spine, and exhale, release, roll down. Walk your hands forward into your plank position, shoulders right over your wrists. Lift your chest up here. Press into the mat, keeping your body lifted away from the floor. Nice and strong. Can you move through your feet? Good. Very slowly, 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 slowly. Lower the body down to the mat. Flatten the feet, draw the elbows down, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, extension of your back. Marble rolls down the spine. Exhale, release. Another one. Inhale. Stretching the back of your neck. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Push back into the rest position. Take a deep breath here. Rolling up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes up into your plank position. Lift your hips into the V. Slowly walk your hands back. Functional movements of the body, guys. Soften those knees on your exhale, roll up. Again, one more of those. Inhale. The biggest inhale you've got. Lift your chest. Exhale, release it. Soft, gently. Leave your hips behind. And then walk it forward. Hold your plank. Very slowly, all the way to the mat. Flat feet, inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Inhale, push back into the wrist. Exhale, release. Inhale, scoop and roll up. Tuck your toes into plank. Exhale. Inhale, hips up into your V position. Hold the big. Walk slowly to your feet. Release head, neck, shoulders. Inhale, exhale, breath rolls you all the way up, nice and tall. Well done. Good. All right, we've got one more series there. And then we'll go into a bit more classical Pilates. So now standing at the front edge of your mat. A little bit more stretching into lower body. Inhale, let's go wide, lift it up, breathe, chest up nice and high. Chest lift up, little more. Not the chin, exhale, roll down. Hands to the mat, you're going to step back with your right foot, just your right foot, deep lunge. Option number one, rest your knee. Option number two, you can keep it straight. Clap. Bend that knee. Lift up. Inhale, hold the chair. Don't relax into your hip, just hold, lifting up. And find that stretch in the back leg and the front of the hip. You don't have to go so far and sink into this hip. You want to lift up. Think of your spine growing up taller in this position as you find that stretch in the hip. Good. Place your left hand at the side of you, right arm up and over. Inhale, deep breaths into your side. Good. Release it there. Right hand on the floor, left hand to the knee. Just opening that knee gently. Open and close. Press and release. Good, 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 good. Bending that back leg. I want you to reach for that back leg or use your towel or a band to wrap around there, grab and hold. It's going to be tight, it's going to be really tight. Please use your towel to assist you in the stretch. Gently release the back foot, bending the front leg into the pigeon stretch position, lowering that knee, squaring your hips in front of you as best you can. If your stretch is there, that's fine. Just square your hips forward. Try to get your pelvis and pubic bone lower down to the mat as long as your hips are still square. Otherwise, hold it at a range that is bearable, comfortable for you. And very slowly, see if you can drop into it, pressing left leg forward, right leg back. Good. And then gently lifting yourself up, tuck the back toes, picking yourself up, place your left foot back into position, lifting that back leg off of the mat, step it a few steps forward, and then push back, maybe onto your fingertips again, I want you to try to keep both your hips forward and try and straighten the back leg. I mean the front leg and the back leg. You can flex the foot in front, lift the toes up, great. Next, look at your spine. Can you flatten the back a bit more? Hands going onto those fingertips. Sometimes it helps if you're really tight to have your hands on a box or a couch or something next to you. Otherwise, you can step the back foot closer, bend into it and modify sort of where you're going into a hamstring stretch like this, bending the back leg. Good. And then step both feet to join in the center. Release head, neck, shoulders, tucking the belly and roll up slowly. Inhale, circle those arms, lift up into the chest. Bend the arms, lift that chest a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Good. This time we're going to step the left foot back. Deep lunge stance, right knee over right ankle. Gently drop that knee down. You can flatten the foot. Lift yourself up. Instead of just collapsing forward, pick up your spine a bit. Try activate your glutes. And find that hip opening. Place your right hand, the side of you, into a side stretch. Deepening it a little bit. Going a little bit more into the hip flexor. Left hand on the inside, right hand inside of the knee. Push that knee in and out. Just feel what's going on. Good. And then bend that back leg. See where you're at. Can you reach those toes? Do you need your towel? If you do, it's fine. You're going to get that stretch. As long as the knee can handle here, we need to do this a lot more regularly. Good. Gently release. Placing that right leg into that pigeon position. Squaring it in front of you. Bent leg, drop it down. Hips are square. Back leg back, front leg forward. Square those hips, very important. Lengthen down to your own place where you feel comfortable and just keep it a moment. Good. Lift yourself up gently. Tuck the back leg's toes. Lift your right foot back into position. And then lifting up your left leg, hop a few steps forward and push back into stretching your right hamstring. Okay. Flex the foot as well as you can. And pull that left hip forward so that you're square in this position. Maybe you need to lift up onto your fingertips. Just trying to emphasize a flatter back in this position. Don't want to round and hunch. Just try your best. Good. Otherwise, you step forward and pull back to track in this position. Still keeping flat back. Good, and then big step forward, release head, neck, shoulders, inhale, exhale, roll it up all the way to standing. Wow, lovely stuff. Good, well done guys. Okay, gently take it down to the mat. And I want you to lay down onto your spine. If you've got a cushion, don't use it now. You're going to do pelvic curl, so you don't want to make inflection when you're rolling up through the hips. Okay? Hands at your sides, stretching your arms, reaching through your fingertips. You've got about a foot space between your heels and your glutes. So not too forward, not too back, just about in the middle. Feel that you're flattening all gaps through your spine. Take a deep breath in. Draw your navel in as you imprint your lower back into the mat and tilt your pubic bone up higher than your two hip bones. Drawing in deep abdominal muscles, same muscles to hold in your urine. And then roll up one vertebra at a time, slowly keeping your hips and your knees steady. Feel that as you roll your hips up, you can keep your rib connection, keeping them compressed together and drawn down. As you lift your hips up, you've got to really activate your glutes here to get that tilt of the pelvis, to get the hips nice and high, to get that extension and opening of the hips. Hold it there, breathe in, and then exhale, roll down very slowly through your spine, landing one vertebra back down onto the mat at a time. Emphasize that landing with control back into your neutral pelvis. Reaching the arms, inhale, wide into the ribs again. Navel to spine, tilt the pelvis, exhale, roll up. Squeeze and extend, hold it there, breathe in. And exhale, roll down. All the way to neutral. Again, breathing in, reach through arms and fingers, tuck and tilt, roll it up, exhale. Up nice and high, squeeze it to the top. Breathe in, keep it there. And slowly roll down, exhale. Beautiful, keep that control to the very end. Nice, okay. If you've got a pillow or a little bit of elevation under your head, you can pull it back now and use it again. Interlace your fingers behind your head, the base of the skull. I want you to hover your elbows in peripheral view, so just in the corner of your eyes. I want you to really keep your elbows there still and steady, and your shoulders and your neck as well. As you inhale, prepare. Relax your neck, relax your face, use your abdominals to lift your head and chest, and then lower down. So as you lift up, you're not lifting and moving from your neck or your elbows or your shoulders. That's all staying steady, and abdominals lift the spine and lower down. So that you can completely anchor the head in the hands, that you can fully let go of your neck and fire into your abdominals to lift up. This is really fundamental stuff. Training yourself to get out of that neck, to dissociate that load, and to train your abdominals to fire correctly. Exhale, breath lifts you up. Inhale, draws you down. Two more. One more, exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Release those elbows. Step with your feet as wide as your mat. And allow both your knees and thighs to collapse to the right side. Lift them up and allow them to collapse to the left side. Getting your knees as close to the mat as possible. Inhale, exhale here. Especially the knee that is aligned with the knee that's in the back. So both the knees drop to one direction. The knee that's behind the other knee, that's the hip you're really stretching. And the thigh you're really stretching as you draw it down to the mat. Good, and center it. Bring your feet back into position. Hover your elbows in the peripheral view.
with that shoulder neck stability again. Inhale. Fire into your abdominals to lift into flexion and hold it there. You rotate the upper spine. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Again, making sure you're not moving your elbows, you're not moving your shoulders, you're not moving your neck. You're using your obliques to twist your spine and torso, and the arms naturally follow that. Two more. Last one. Center and lower yourself down. Good. Placing your hands on your pelvis, the heel of your hand on your hip bones. Your two middle fingers joining on your pubic bone, creating a triangle where you're feeding all your bony parts. Imagine a bowl of water in between your fingers here, and the water in the bowl staying still, steady, stable, as you float one leg up into tabletop. Feel that you can lift this leg up without losing the hips in the heels of the hand. That you've got equal weight of your bony parts into the mat as you lift that leg up and down. And then try it on the other side. First lift your heel, then float the leg up. And feel what it feels like to really hold and anchor your stable, steady pelvis. Exhale, inhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. And place it down. Lift your right leg up, grab your hands to just below your knee at the top of your shin, and stretch your left leg out long. Squeeze and stretch your straight left leg, lift it up at 45 degrees halfway, keep your lower back imprinted into the mat, and switch and change the legs into a single leg stretch. Inhale, exhale. Feel that as you change legs, you're not rocking side to side. You're staying still, steady, anchored in your center. Inhale, exhale. You want a little bit more abdominal challenge. Take a breath without using your leg. Tummy holds the chest up and switch and change. Good. One more. Bring in both the knees and release it down. Good, good, good. Place your feet onto the mat, arms up, wide in a T position. With a level neutral pelvis, float your right leg into tabletop. And you're going to flex your foot. Extend and push away, bring it back in. I want you to think of pushing a box away from you. Push it away nice and strong. Squeeze your thigh, make it tight and strong, and bring it back. Exhale, kick. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Keep flexing your foot and really squeeze into your thigh. Hips are level, in neutral, no rocking side to side. 3, 2, squeeze, last one, stretch. Bend and release, place that foot down. Pelvis is still steady, neutral, floating that right left leg up. Flex into your foot, exhale, extend the knee, and release. Exhale. The other knee is not moving. Everything else has got to stay stable. That's half of the exercise. Exhale, squeeze. Exhale. It's got 2 more. Good. Keep that leg straight, lift it up and pulse, down and up. Foot is still flexed. Bent leg is still. Straight leg, wherever your range is, but the leg's got to stay straight. Foot has got to stay flexed. 2 more. Last one, hold it there, place your fingers behind that leg and pulse it to you. Flex your foot, stretch that leg. Straighten it, straighten it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend and release. Good. Float that right leg and tabletop. Flex the foot, extend that straight leg. Lift it and lower. Straighten that leg, squeeze and stretch. Keeping that left leg stable, 2 more. Last one, leg stays up, cup the fingers behind the thigh, pulse full, 10, still flexing the foot, straight leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that leg. Straighten the left leg. And again, lengthen that right leg, flex, breathe in. Switch and change, 2 pulses and change. 1 leg up, 1 down, pulse, pulse. You can land it on the leg if you want. I would say try not to. 1 leg up, 1 down. Good, and join those legs. Rock and roll your spine side to side. Good. Press your knees into your hands. Give yourself a little rock up to your seated position. Sitting with your legs as wide as your mat. Flex your feet, toes up. Lift your spine, shoulders on top of your hips up nice and tall. Okay. Open your arms. If you're tight, bend the knees or sit up on a cushion. It's going to help you keep your back nice and straight. If you can manage to straighten the legs, fully flexing the feet, still keeping the back flat, excellent, do that. Inhale, you're going to rotate and twist the spine without moving the legs. So you're twisting what's on top of the pelvis. Exhale, reach to saw off the pinky toe. Inhale, lift up through the spine, rotate and twist it to the other side without moving the legs and feet. And reach, pinky toe. Lift up. Twist, reach, lift, exhale, rotate. If your hand can reach the side of the foot, foot into hand, hand into foot to help you twist, and release. Exhale, inhale, exhale, twist, reach, inhale, exhale, rotate, and reach. 1 more, breathe in, twist, exhale, reach. Inhale up, center it, join your legs. Lift those arms up, breathe in. Folding, forward fold, folding in half, reach forward for your toes as far as you can. If your fingertips are just reaching at the toes or close to the toes, you're going to pulse and reach. The goal is to grab those toes, ankles, or nip the toe. Okay, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, grab hold of whatever it is, the toes, the hands. Hold your stretch, straighten your legs as best you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and roll up. Crossing your legs in a seated position. Right hand at your side, left arm up and over to side bend. Let your head drop, let your neck rest, hang. Take a deep breath into your side body, exhale up and over to the other side. Press into the floor that you can lift and open those ribs up as you reach into the side of that C curve. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Good. Hands on your knees, just rolling into the shoulders. Big circles through the shoulders. And then just gently, head to shoulder. Take your hand to your head and lift your head up into your hand to find that stretch along the neck. Good, and release, other side. Hand to head, draw it down, lift your head up into your hand. And release it gently, good. Onto your hands and knees. Just as we did in the beginning, catch stretch. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, wide fingers. Exhale, tucking in your belly, lift into your lower spine and roll around one vertebra at a time. From the tailbone, one vertebra at a time, roll up through the spine. And then exhale, scoop and tuck, one vertebra at a time. Into your round flex position. And for the last and final time, from the tailbone, roll it up. Flick and tuck, all the way to extension, nice long line. Tucking your toes, you're going to push up into that upside down V for the final time today. Try and flatten your feet, push away from the hands. Tuck and draw those elbows down, putting your shoulders down, holding that V stretch. Soften your knees to try and get that flat back. And then very slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Release head, neck, shoulders. Inhale, exhale, and roll yourself all the way up. Restack your spine to your standing position. Take one final breath, circling the arms, breathing in, nice and wide. Hold that inhale at the top, expanding a little bit deeper. And then exhale, bringing your hands down to your heart. Namaste. Well done, everybody. Hope you're feeling fabulous and great. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for showing up. Join me again tomorrow for some more. Lots and lots of love. Drink water. Mwah.